Guys, it's Eric here from Built to Perform. First off, I want to say thank you for all of you who have subscribed and shared. I really appreciate all of you. So we're here today with a good friend of mine, Coach Jared from Do You Even Move. He is a human performance coach, stick mobility specialist. If you want to get strong, if you want to be mobile, if you want to work on your durability, he is the guy to go to.
Thank you, Eric. Guys, I'm pleased to be the first video of the month. All right, so today we're going to go over 7 hip warm-ups. It's going to start off by joint articulations, and then we're going to move into a more systematic approach to get you ready to do whatever you're doing for that day. All right, so it's going to start off with some more specific movements, then go into more global stuff. All right, guys, what's up? So this is the first movement that we're going over. Just some joint articulations, working through the hip. They're quadruped hip car. So we're going to take our hands and knees to the floor. Take tennis ball, place it behind the back of the knee or behind the knee. You're going to squish the tennis ball to help not extend the leg. All right, so we can get onto our hands and knees. I want you to grip the floor 40%, flex the arms 40%. Try to contract your entire body at 40%, just so that you can make sure the hip is the only thing that's moving here. So, keeping the back flat, we want to eliminate any rotation or any added movement that's not from the hip, okay? So both arms are going to stay straight. I'm going to bring my knee forward, then lift the leg up to the side without leaning to my right. Then I'm going to try and keep my knee at this level and rotate my heel to the ceiling, and then bring the leg back, make a nice big circle. Bring the knee under the hip. Then I'm going to reverse it, take the heel to the ceiling as high as I can without arching my lower back. Bring the leg out to the side as far as I can. Then keeping the knee still, rotate the heel back down to the floor, and then forward, and then back down to where I started. All right, so again, all the movement comes from that hip. Do 5 reps on each side. So movement number 2 is going to be very simple. It's a mini band hip press. We're going to place the band above the knees, all right, and then have the feet underneath the ankles. So we'll go ahead, place both feet inside of the band, bring it up above the knee. We're going to our back. Arms at 45 degrees, palms are going to be up to the ceiling. March the feet in place just to make sure that you are directly underneath the knee. Okay, full foot on the ground. Head on the floor, I want to push through my full foot, bridge all the way up, squeeze the butt. You don't want to bridge too much to get into your lower back. I want to keep the abs more engaged here. So looking for more of a straight line and not so much of a really high arch. Okay, so from here, bring it down slow, tap, back up. Make sure your knees are pushing out into the band the entire time. So you're still working that glute med. And then just up and down, 10 reps for the first set. And then you're going to hold for 10 seconds. The next set, do 15, then hold 10 seconds. Last set, do 20, and then hold 10 seconds. The entire time you're pushing the knees out into the band as you go. Next one, side clams. So knees are bent, not to a 90 degree, but at a, I don't know what degree this is. But you understand, right? We got a little bend through the knees. Above the knees, again, with the band, your feet have to maintain contact with each other. The bottom leg, we're maintaining contact to the floor, okay? The bottom shoulder is on the ground, and all we're doing here is going to just lift top leg to the ceiling, and then bring it down. You want to make sure that when you lift top leg, you don't open the chest to the ceiling. You want to keep the shoulders closed, lift, and back down. Lift, and then back down. Let's do 3 sets of 10 on each leg. So again, feet together, up, and then back down. Next movement is going to be some fire hydrants. So we're going to place the band right below the knee. Reason why is because the farther the band is from the hip, the harder it's going to be for you to actually lift the leg the way that we want to. So we're going to go into our hands and knees again. And again, like the hip cars earlier, we're keeping the arms straight. I don't want to bend this arm to make it seem like I'm getting higher range of motion with the hip, okay? So both arms staying straight, my back stays flat. The leg not moving that toe should be driving into the floor, keeping that glute activated as well. All right, so all she's gonna do, keeping both arms straight. She's gonna lift the leg up to the side as high as she can, like a dog peeing on a fire hydrant. Hence why we call them fire hydrants. 3 sets, 10 reps. Next movement, shin box hip press, one of my favorite moves. Make sure the back foot's internally rotated, so the inside of the foot should be on the ground. The leg in front, the shin should be parallel to you. I like the foot being in contact to the thigh, but you don't have to have it that way. Try to stay tall, and you're gonna think of pushing through that front knee all the way up. Squeeze the butt, think nice and tall, think head to the ceiling. As you squeeze the butt, you should feel it more on the right hip if the right leg's in front. You're gonna come down slow, controlled, and back up. I like doing 5 reps on each side, 3 sets. So next movement is gonna be some windshields from 90-90. So level 1, keeping the hands on the floor, slight lean back. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push my right leg into the floor, and then I'm gonna rotate my left leg up toward the ceiling as much as I can. Eventually that right leg is gonna wanna come along for the ride, and then you just open, change sides, but keeping the chest facing that back leg. Again, same thing, keeping the left leg on the floor, rotating the right leg until it can't go anymore, and then you just transfer over to the other side. 5 each leg. Next movement, Elvis press. Taking a mini band, place it above the knees, and take any kind of ball. Softer ones are actually harder, and you'll see why. So again, less air, a little bit harder, more air, easier. So take the ball outside of the knee, pushing into the wall. You're gonna get into a half squat, chest is up. As I push into the wall, I'm gonna rotate the opposite knee, out and back. I don't wanna come inside of the knee, out and back. So keep that the knee and big toe in line here, out, and in. If you have a glute weaker on one side, you'll see that ball begin to come out. So keep tension into the wall the entire time. 3 sets, 10 reps each. Right. Next exercise, you might need one of these or some rings or some kind of suspension trainer. All right, so we're gonna go into a lunge and a figure 4 squat complex. So it's pretty simple. Stand up tall, knee up to start. Back leg off the ground, come up, knee or foot over knee, and squat. So lunge, and squat. So back leg comes up, foot goes on the knee, figure 4 squat. You want to make it a little bit more intense of a stretch. When you have that figure 4, push the knee down a little bit toward the ground. Give that a shot, go 3 on each side, 3 sets each side, 5 reps. Thank you again, Eric, for having me on this month. If you guys want to follow me, Instagram, Jared, JARED_DYEM, stands for Do You Even Move? All right, thank you very much. Hope you guys enjoy these exercises.